Red Dust. Part 3. Departure by Brad Tuttle, with help from ChatGPT. Chapter 8. Alien Enigma.
Most of the alien colonists remained in stasis on board the Oshur-Kai. Mars was not yet ready to support them, and if they were all awakened at once, there would be nowhere for them to go. Not Earth. Humanity had made that very clear. And not within the Oshur-Kai spaceship. The alien ship was not designed to house large groups of living, moving extraterrestrials for extended periods. Rather, the ship was designed for its occupants to immediately depart following their emergence from stasis in order to begin colonization activities. The primary difficulty was energy. Over billions of years at minimal systems, even the incredibly advanced alien energy technology was near its end. Even stars have limits. Continued stasis, however, required enormous energy reserves to keep the hundreds of thousands of aliens in their suspended state. At the request of the Alien Vessels Council, Earth provided resources, not to awaken the masses, but simply to keep them alive while they slept. Alien engineers, working alongside human scientists, put their knowledge together to develop space-based energy generation and collection systems that were capable of being manufactured on Earth. After these systems were manufactured on Earth and transported into orbit around Mars, they quickly produced enough energy to sustain the sleeping aliens. What humanity did not realize, however, and what it never contemplated, was that the same energy streams that fed the stasis pods also fed into long dormant systems throughout the Oshur-Kai. Layer by layer and section by section, the ship restored itself. Systems once dead began to function, life support whirred into activity, and core drives hummed. Navigational and scanning systems rekindled. As each new system booted up, the vessel, thought to be dead, was becoming fully alive again.
Revelation on Earth.
The truth about the Oshur-Kai came suddenly once the propulsion systems came online. Human observatories recorded plasma clouds from the Oshur-Kai, unmistakably the signatures of the alien interstellar drive. A ship of that scale, alive again after 5 billion years, was not merely a lifeless artifact that might be preserved in a museum. Instead, it was an awesome living machine that was capable of just about anything imaginable, including crossing the void between stars. The revelation shocked Earth and reignited all the old global debates.
Chaos and debate.
The revelation that it was mankind that had supplied the energy that not only sustained the aliens but also restored their space vessel to operational status was met with total astonishment. Across the continents, voices clashed, but gradually coalesced into 5 different yet distinct streams of thought. Many expressed a fear of escape, encapsulated by the notion that if the aliens leave now, who is to say they won't return with others, many others, and overwhelm Earth's capabilities and defenses? What if they carried unimaginable weapons? Others voiced a fear of inequity. We expected to be partners in terraforming Mars, but no agreement had been forged beyond Mars. If the aliens resumed travel between stars, while we remained bound to the Earth and Mars, mankind would become a subservient species forever. Not a few engaged in strategic calculation and argued with substantial force that the time to seize the alien ship was now or never. They considered it to be an imperative, given that extraterrestrial intelligent life was no longer just a theory or conjecture. Proponents of this view were perhaps the most vocal, demanding that humanity obtain the keys to interstellar travel while we had the chance. And while this group of aliens, at least for the moment, appeared peaceful and defenseless, the next contact might not be so peaceful. Ethical appeals. Some took the position that the aliens had survived in silence for 5 billion years and all they want is Mars. Who are we to obstruct them? Dreamers and idealists. And finally, others said, this was our chance to push the boundaries of mankind and to explore the stars, not by opposing the aliens, but by partnering with them. But beneath the clamor, an undulating unease prevailed. the aliens had never revealed why they left their home system. Theories emerged like swarms of small earthquakes before the big one.
Shadows of the past.
Some suggested that the aliens may have fled some kind of cosmic catastrophe, perhaps a star gone unstable or other system-wide disaster that left them no choice but to flee. Indeed, scientists for many years had predicted that the Earth's own sun will eventually become a red giant that could grow so large as to engulf the Earth's entire orbit. Someday, if we survived that long, humanity would need to flee. Is this why the aliens left? Others held darker possibilities, such that the aliens may have been driven out by a conquering species, and thus their ship was not a vessel of hope, but a lifeboat of terrified survivors. That would explain their silence. A more benign view circulated too, that the Oshur-Kai was just what it appeared, that is part of a true colonization effort, launched not from fear, but peaceful galactic ambition. 5 billion years ago, Mars had been lush with flora, while devoid of intelligent life. It represented a safe destination for quiet alien expansion. And then there were those who asked whether the aliens had been exiled deliberately by their own kind. Perhaps they were criminals or outcasts for reasons still unrevealed. The aliens themselves fueled the speculation, in that they offered no clarity. They avoided questions of this nature, and neither confirmed nor denied. To them, the past was unimportant, and they devoted every ounce of their effort to solving their present dilemma.
Reluctance and caution.
What unsettled humankind the most was that the aliens, even now that their ship was nearly functional, made no efforts to leave. This made no sense to Earth's inhabitants, and considerable attention was given to this fact. Despite the Oshur-Kai's restored systems, they showed no preparation, no discussion, no inclination to launch back into the void from where they had come. But the reality was that after spending 5 billion years stuck within a temporal distortion, the galaxy was just as unknown to the aliens as it was to mankind. If enemies or dangers hovered just out of sight, they were beyond the aliens' comprehension, and they were not jumping at the chance to find them out. Mars was their sole focus. Mars, and their immediate survival.